Hey everyone, SweetJohnnyCage here, back with another guide for Elden Ring Shadow of the Erdtree. This time I'm going to show you how to defeat the Scadutree avatar. This boss is very weak to fire. It is a wilted flower. It's very brittle, so it can set on fire very easily. Make sure you equip whatever weapon you have with a fire affinity, and you're going to have a much easier go of it. The boss can stack bleed. It doesn't really deal much elemental damage, but it can stack bleed very quickly using its thorn attacks. So if you have bleed boluses, be sure to bring those in case your current build is very susceptible to bleed. In order to reach this boss, it is a little confusing, but it is technically near Shadow Keep, but it's on the backside. And the way to reach this is kind of nowhere close. So you want to start at Morth Ruins, and then you want to look for, it's sort of bombed out in there. You could fall down into a cave, you come up near Bonnie Village, and then you just follow this road. It will eventually fork, and then you take the top path. It will bring you into Shadow Keep Church District, so the backside of Shadow Keep, and then eventually you'll be able to drain that area, and then through that drain there's a cave near a site of grace in a cathedral, and then that leads directly to this boss. Okay, so this boss is 3 phases. It dies and then comes back to life twice, so it has a total of 3 phases. That attack right there can deal a lot of damage. It will swing both limbs. All you got to do is roll either left for the first one or right for the second one, and you should be able to dodge everything. You see here, I have fire affinity on my weapon, and I'm dealing massive, massive damage to the boss. The actual sunflower is the weak spot. You can hit the trunk if you can't get yourself into a good position, but you will not deal the same amount of damage. So similar to Erdtree avatars from the base game, the boss has this Starfall attack. For the 3rd hit, you want to roll twice very quickly. I messed up the timing there. But for the first 2, you just roll normal speed. You just wait for the stars to get close, then you roll. But for that 3rd and final set of stars, you need to wait for them to get very close and then roll twice in one direction very quickly. I tried to roll forward there just as an experiment. It didn't work. You got to roll left or right. Okay, so we're going to kill the boss the first time here, and then you will get a critical, and then the boss will go away. However, it will respawn in a couple of seconds. So, take this time to heal up, maybe rebuff your weapon with fire. If you're using grease or something, go with that, and then just look for where the boss is respawning. The boss can deal damage as soon as it spawns, you gotta be very careful, and then it will immediately start zooming around the room using this attack right here. This happens 3 times, and then you can go run and catch up. You want to be very careful with that ability. It is really, really easy to get clipped by it. I don't recommend rolling backward during that fight, otherwise it's just going to drag you and deal tons of damage to you. Okay, so you can see here I was hitting the trunk. You don't deal as much damage hitting the trunk, but it is still an effective way to deal damage. The sunflower is deceptive. It sort of like is constantly puffing its leaves. Whenever that's happening, it means that an attack is coming, but it's a little hard to tell just because of the physics on it. But whenever it's sort of staring at you, you can almost rest assured that an attack is coming. So whenever the sunflower head like moves, that's when the attack is coming. So this is the grab attack here. I rolled backwards like a dummy. I should have rolled to a side, and it would have gone a lot better for me. But that is the grab attack. I think what I thought was happening was the Starfall attack. I was just too close to the boss, and I really couldn't tell what was happening very clearly. So this is the zoom attack here. If you notice that the boss is somewhat like a good distance away from you and is just staring at you and then pulls its head back, that means that that attack is coming. All right, so we have the Starfall attack here again. Luckily, this is just one, but because I was at such a big distance, the first star kind of fell away from the pack, and I ended up getting hit by one of the last ones. So again, just be very careful with your timing and make sure that you are rolling at the last possible second. So we dodged the grab there, and now we have the 2nd of 3 critical attacks. So the boss is going to go away one more time, and then it will come back. So again, heal up, rebuff your weapon, do whatever you got to do. Luckily, this 3rd phase, the boss moves a bit more slowly. It's very damaged, so it's weak. However, this is where it has some of its strongest attacks. So this attack right here, recommend just backing up and blocking. What you really should do is when the boss is spawning, get as far away from it as possible. This way you can actually have a chance at rolling through that star explosion. We'll see it again in a moment. The boss can do that attack, and when it does it throughout the phase, it can actually get stronger. So you have to be very, very careful of that attack. If you notice that you're running low on stamina while that thing is charging up, just let go of your shield, let your stamina replenish, and then block at the last possible second. So he gets that swipe attack back. Here is the big explosion. I'm just backing up and blocking. It happens 3 times, so you gotta be very, very careful with it. However, after that 3rd explosion, the boss basically just falls down, and then you can put big damage into it. So if you manage to stay close and roll through it, then you're probably going to get a kill at that point. But otherwise, just wait for the boss to lower its head again, and you should be okay to get the kill. And that's it. That is the final hit, and it will die after the 3rd one. And there you go. That is the Scadutree avatar. All right, if you have any questions, please feel free to leave a comment. I'll do my best to help you out. If you're looking for more guides for Elden Ring, Shadow of the Erdtree, please subscribe to the channel so you get alerted when new videos go live. If you're interested in supporting the channel monetarily, you can do so by becoming a channel member by clicking the join button below this video. You can also leave a super thanks by clicking the heart icon below this video. Don't forget to join my Discord. The link for that is in the description below. As always, I'm SweetJohnnyCage. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.